folks, welcome back to the channel. I thought it was time for a bit of an update on the Landy, and as you can see not a lot has changed, but stuff has still been happening. Basically, after the last episode I got underneath and I started having a poke around, and the more I poked the bigger the holes got, and I decided that it wasn't really worth the time and effort and the money to put into this old chassis to still have a chassis that wouldn't be 100%, so I've gone and bought a galvanized chassis. Now, I know in the last episode I said my plan was to plate the chassis, get it mechanically perfect, then get the galvanized chassis, but I kind of thought it was the wrong way around, so I bought the galvanized chassis and it's been delivered, but obviously it needed prepped and painted, so that's what this episode is. But before we get into that, I thought I'd show you this episode's totally unnecessary purchase. I'll just go and grab it. And here it is. This is a 2.5 litre Defender petrol engine. I found this at a local Land Rover specialist. It was in the owner's own Defender, and then he swapped it out for a 200 TDI, which was the thing to do back in the day, but these engines have become popular again and they're extremely hard to find. This one unfortunately was sat under a tarpaulin outside for many years and it actually seized up a bit, but put some oil down the bores and managed to get it to rotate again, but it still needs stripped down and rebuilt. Right now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I could just rebuild it as a standard 2.5 litre and place the 2.25 litre that's in the Series 3 here. Or I could spend a heap of money and pour it out to a 2.8 litre, put an uprated cam, bit of headwork, and should actually put out fairly decent power for a Series 3 anyway. You know, enough power to at least maintain speed while going up hills and stuff like that without having to stir the gearbox up. But yeah, like I say, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's not going to be in this series of videos. Basically, my plan with the Landy is just to get it on the road, and I don't need this engine to get it on the road. So I'll probably do another series of videos about it. But yeah, like I say, I don't know what I'm going to do. So yeah, well, stick it down in the comments. What do you think? Standard 2.5, 2.8? Let me know. Anyway, let's get back to the topic of this video, which is the chassis. And here it is, my new chassis. It was delivered last week. It's from a company called Maer, I don't know how to pronounce it. It seems to be extremely good quality and it's very well priced. The price on their website includes delivery. Check them out. I'll put a link in the description. There's a few jobs to do on it before I actually start swapping bits over and stuff. I've got a few holes to clean out, a few sharp edges to tidy up. And then it needs a coat of paint because it's far too shiny. It'll look totally out of place if it's not painted, I think. But yeah, I'll show you a few of the bits I need to clean up and then I'll get painted. Some of the prep work that needs done is just sort of filing out holes like that. Come on, focus. Yeah, just holes like that, need a quick file out. Not a lot to do on it. It's a few sharp bits at the back here, a bit of excess galvanizing. Just want to knock them off before I go around and start degreasing it, because you catch yourself on one of those, it's gonna be a bit painful. And yeah, there's a few other of these holes need just opened up. Last thing you want to do is paint it and then find that some of your bolts won't fit, so just a quick file out. You can also see I had the fuel tank mount fitted on the chassis, so I can put an extra fuel tank on it. Nice to have a bit more range. So yeah, it's a good chassis. At least I know it's solid. You know, the metal's nice and thick, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. So Yeah, check them out on the website. For the UK anyway, it included free delivery, which for me was a bonus, because anything that needs delivered up to Scotland usually costs a fortune, so that was a big bonus for me. Right, so these are the products I'll be using for prepping and painting the chassis. These are from Buswell. This is the FX degreaser, and this is the Galvan 1 paint. Now the instructions say you can degrease it and rub it in with some Scotch Brights just to key up the galv. But what I'm going to do is I'll mix the degreaser up in this bottle, go around, massage it in with Scotch Brights, power wash that off, and then what I'll do is I had this tea wash left over from something else. So once I've degreased it, I will go around, spray this tea wash on it, and what that should do, that'll give me a sort of mechanical etch and a chemical etch, and then I'll put the Galvan 1 paint on it. So that's the chassis, degreased and tea washed. You can see the tea wash turns it this dark grey colour, which just etches it quite well. I'm going to start painting it now. Unfortunately, it's forecast to rain tonight, so I have to do it inside the shed, which is going to make a mess, but it is what it is. Right, so that's the chassis painted. Unfortunately, I ran out of space on my SD card to finish getting the rest of the painting. Maybe it's not so unfortunate. The episode was dragging on a bit. But yeah, it just came out really nice. Nice satin finish on it. It's got 3 coats of paint. I have also fitted the bushes. I needed one of these tools just to remount the tubes that the bushes go into, just to get rid of some excess galvanized. You can get these on eBay, they're quite cheap. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well, if you need one. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode. I'm still waiting for some bits to arrive. Stuff for the brake line, springs, and just other bits that I need before I start swapping bits over. So yeah, we'll see you next time.